I don't want to take away. The players are still the ones who put the ball in the net and break out all the stuff. And I know there was some comments above. I don't want to get too far past because I know we're not talking about the match. But goddamn, how good is Alexis Mac Allister? Because
Yeah.
honestly, the guy, I said it on one of our pods. If Ali, Trent, Mo, and Virgil are the world class players on our side, there's one guy who's this freaking close to being world class, and that was Alexis Mac Allister. And I think winning a Premier League title to go with 2 Copas and a World Cup probably now makes you world class, especially if you blast one with your weaker foot top bin. Like, it was unbelievable. I think you could make an argument. He might give you a reason to think he's player of the season, but he's not.
Yeah, that's a deep conversation too. I think just on numbers and stuff, you almost have to give it to Mo probably. But I going back to the pie, because now that I'm trying to lose weight with all this refereeing and stuff like that, let's talk some pies. I'll probably go 30, 40, 30. I'll give the 40 to players because I think, Slot kept talking about when you take over, anybody who's been in management, anybody who's been, takes over something from somewhere else. The first goal is to kind of like establish guidelines and discipline and stuff like that. And Slot has talked about a lot about how those things were already in place. Like he did not have to do anything. People showing up on time and stuff. We kind of take it for, obviously they get millions a week kind of a crap for playing a kid's game. Like we assume, and we assume because they're professionals they would, but not does that. I mean, I guarantee you it doesn't happen in United and some other places. So he was talking about like how disciplined this crew was and stuff like that. So you got to give the part of that to obviously the club for building that culture. But then you have to give, after Klopp leaves, the new guy comes in to keep that culture. Obviously, give some to Slot, but you got to give it to the players because they didn't do when the cat's away, mice play. I mean, there are guys in there like Mo and Van Dijk and Robertson and stuff like that who kept that standard up and did not let him drop. We were worried when Henderson and Milner left, especially Milner, that we were like, hey, the captaincy drop off and stuff like that. I think that part goes to the players in terms of keeping that standard, right? Not dropping it below. That's professionalism that they're used to. Because I can give you a culture and build it, but if there's bad eggs, that thing is going to come crumbling down, and they did not let that happen. And then obviously it's a quality squad that got you results, but you got to give it the Slot in terms of you got to give him a pretty decent size slice just because of how he's kind of like handled that, because it is not an easy job to handle it after somebody's successful.